Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Don't lie to yourself about a man. Notice I said, not so much don't lie about a man. Don't lie to yourself. I'm going to tell you what, ladies. I've met many ladies. You're simply deluded about a man and a man's intentions toward you. Here's one of the best examples. If a man tell you straight up he ain't interested, I think he playing a game. Many women think he's playing a game. Some women smart enough to know, okay, he let him know. You think he's playing a game. He ain't interested. I'll give you a story behind that. I remember I was working at this particular place. I was training this woman, and she was blatantly interested. But I was engaged. I was engaged at the time. And I told her I was engaged. I made a point of letting her know I was engaged. Because I saw the vibe that she had, the look in her eye, and I said, let me stop this now. I will talk about my fiance with her. You know, I'd be like, yeah, we do this. I made it blatant. But she would kept saying, oh, yeah, I like how Rom's doing that. Oh, yeah. And she said that to me. Oh, yeah, I know you still. And it's like, what the? She was lying to herself. And ladies, how often have y'all done that? You know, how many ladies, man, feel free to share, And if you want to do share, and I'll say this to the guys who follow, if you try to go at that woman, I'm going to delete your comment. I'm going to delete your response to her if you try to go at her. But how many of y'all, you had some guy, and he's just using you for sex? He ain't take you out. He ain't do anything. But you thought, hey, this guy really wants me and everything. In fact, he didn't even tell you he wanted you. He probably went to you and told you straight up all he wanted to do was hit the skins every now and then. But you tell yourself something totally different. You say, well, he really likes me. He do this. You say all this stuff and boom. It's like, no, it ain't the case. Or another one, you got an idea that your man is cheating. You have an idea he's cheating, but you never put yourself in a position to actually catch him. I got a story there, but yeah, that's one. Well, sometimes I can't share a story because there's a strong chance somebody who was a part of the story would pick it up. So I ain't going to share it. I'll put it like this. It's just that situation. A woman knows a guy's cheating, but won't put herself in position to do it or say, well, he ain't cheating. Or I remember I knew of this woman who guys in the social circle we were in, guys used to tear into her. They used to tear into her. And it got back to her, and she kept telling herself, nah, they weren't really talking about her and everything. And I was like, these guys, some of these guys will say stuff right to her face. And she was still lying to herself. She was still in that delusion. Ladies, see, one thing with a lot of women that can be hurtful is a lot of women are into a fantasy. Indeed, that's how a lot of guys can get over on a woman. They just play to the fantasy. Indeed, and ladies, I know y'all into that because that's why y'all will pay gigolos. That's why y'all will pay male exotic dancers because all they doing is catering to the fantasy. And it's big business. It's big business. But you're lying to yourself. Because who does that lie hurt? That lie don't hurt the man. The man, he's still getting his. He's still getting his. Shoot, you still on your knees in front of him. Shoot, he's still tearing you up. But he ain't doing anything else for me. Shoot, he might even, you know what? I know one situation, a guy was doing this to a woman and she wasn't dealing with the reality. Dude, he could be driven over her house. Like he riding with his boy. He said, hey, stop over here real quick. Leave your engine running. Dude, go in, get his rocks off real quick, come back out, The driver didn't even have to cut off the engine. One of those deals. And the woman was still saying, well, this is it. And I got so many stories about that. You know, the woman ain't going any place, the guy using her and everything, but she lying and she lying to herself. Not lying to you, but lying to herself, trying to convince herself. You know, like I knew one young lady, you know, she had this guy and the guy wasn't treating her right. I already know it. Ladies, I've been out there. And some of the stuff I know, I wasn't Mr. Righteous when I was younger. So I know what they were doing. And, when this one young lady, she thought this guy was Mr. Right and everything. And I was like, listening to her talk, I said, look, I hate to be the one, but that dude ain't Mr. Right for you. You just want to hit it every now and then. That was the thing. That dude didn't hardly want to see her. Every now and then. But she wanted that fantasy and everything. She was straight lying to herself. Or lying to yourself like a man is going to change. Ladies, if you meet a guy and that dude is a bum when you met him, a bum, lazy, uninspired to do any real work, but he got that nice D that you want, your love ain't going to change him. That's a lie in itself, thinking that something about you is going to change him. You know, you want to bring him to Jesus or something. Oh, yeah, a lot of women in the church, they'll get that guy because he looked good to them, sexy to them, thinking, oh, yeah, I'll work on him. That's a lie, ladies. However you find that man when you met him, that's pretty much what you're going to get. Let me hit y'all with a secret. Y'all can't change a man. Don't even try to take that challenge, because I know a lot of ladies will go for a man they know is a player, knows a bad guy, but he's a challenge. Ladies, if you take a situation like that, one, when you actually change that man, you lose your attraction for him because you weren't attracted to what you made him into. You were attracted to him being the way he was to begin with. Let me make that clear. You were attracted to that. And secondly, a lot of times men just play that role as long as the sex keep up or whatever he's getting out of you. Especially if you got some money and you have a place to stay. Oh, yeah, he'll play that role for a long time. Until the money stops, you tell me you got to get a job or something, and then he's like, you find out what he is. Or, some situation happened, you find out he didn't change. Don't lie to yourself about that. And it's very important, ladies. You got to be straight up with yourself. Because it's not the other people you're lying to. You're lying to yourself. You trying to say something is there when it's not. And ladies, this is very important to take in consideration, okay? Very important to take into consideration. So, don't lie to yourself about a man, ladies. Don't do it. Be straight up. Be straight up. What you see is what you get. When someone tells you who you are, who they are, believe them. All right? So, ladies, that's all I got for now, and I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.